How are you? Welcome to Peace on the Streets.
Why, thank you.
How you guys feel about improving education?
Oh, there's so much we can do there.
Okay, give us a little something.
So at the local level, at the, let's say, middle school, high school, public education, I would say we have to continue to pay our teachers more. We made great strides here in Florida in the last legislative session. We gave teachers a pay raise.
Wonderful.
But I think we have to take it, even further and continue to do that so that we can be not only nationally but globally competitive. If we want, to have the best and brightest teachers staying here and teaching our next generations, then we have to pay them well. We have to reward them and honor them, most importantly. That's what I would say at the public education level.
Vennia, what is your take on it?
I agree with Bruno. We have to give students and young adults and adults options and alternatives to a four-year college. A four-year college degree is not for everyone.
They saying in Florida we need better roads and things like that. What's your plan, Mr. Bruno?
I think that one of the basic roles of government is to provide for our infrastructure, right? And sometimes I get, people say, do you have a limited view of government? It's not that I have a limited view of government. I think that government shouldn't be getting into our lives too much, right?
Okay.
It should focus on the essential things that we need so that we can use our creativity. We can have, not as many bureaucracies, not as much red tape, so that we can live our lives. We can, open up our businesses, live our lives, and just, prosper, right? When it comes to roads, I think that it's something that we have to continue to improve, right? Continuously improve.
Right.
Even in really nice areas, such as, for example, District 44 or Congressional District 10, where Congresswoman, and this is prophetic when I say Congresswoman, Vennia, is running for, we have, some needs in that area. For example, Oakland, taking the city of Oakland from septic to sewer, right? We have Windermere. We have an issue in Windermere where we only have basically two accesses to Windermere.
Right.
And you have to go at 20 miles, 25 miles an hour
and they
to
be
get,
waiting on you.
Yeah, to get anywhere in Windermere. And you have two accesses from 535 or from Conroy Windermere, from Conroy Road in Apopka Island. So there are a lot of things we have to continue to do in our district to improve infrastructure, and water quality is one of them as well.
Okay.
We have to continue to emphasize, continue to just make sure we have good water quality, enough water, but also good quality water.
That makes a big difference.
We have over 1,000 people moving into Florida every single day.
Wow.
Jesus.
And they're
365,000 people a year.
A year.
Jesus.
So, and they're coming from all over the place. And what does that do? Obviously, we begin to have scarcity of things, and then the quality of things also begin to be affected because of a variety of factors.
We don't even think about that.
Not at all.
Lady V, how about that?
Yeah.
I love that.
Lady V.
I actually like that, Prince.
That's her new name, Lady V. How you doing?
I have now been christened. I love it.
Yes. Lady V, how's your intake? I mean, how you feel about road infrastructure?
Well, on the federal level, I do believe that there needs to be support and funding for our infrastructure because it helps our commerce, right? The state of Florida and especially Orlando, tourism is our number one industry here. And so, as Bruno stated, we have millions of people that come into the state of Florida traveling to and fro, crossing state lines and things of that nature. So we do need to prepare for that. And so we need to, on the federal level, make sure that the dollars are there, that it's, in order for the states to provide necessarily.
Okay. Recover and grow Florida economy. They said the economy is down. The business is falling apart. The bars are going out of business. Everything is going out of business.
Wow.
People losing their business.
Small businesses.
Vienna, Lady V.
Yeah.
I mean, what is your plan?
Well, basically, we know that families and individuals are hurting. We've heard it so many times, and I've met with several of them as far as individuals, families, business owners, just throughout the district. And our heart goes out to them because we are all in the same boat and we're all in this together. People are being laid off and they don't know where their next meal or their next paycheck or whether or not they're, stressing out if they're going to become evicted in a day or two. So with that said, a lot of people are having to find themselves to reinventing themselves, literally, going into a second career. I've also heard that there are some businesses who are offering their employees a step down, like you could stay on board, but however, we're going to have to, offer you a position that's lower than the one that you have in order for us to keep you. And so individuals and families are finding themselves in that situation. And so what do? We know that rebuilding the economy is going to take a coordinated effort from the federal level on down to the local level in order to assist these families and anyone that's hurting at this time. And so I know that opportunity zones on the federal level have assisted a great deal in turning plighted areas into something more viable, allowing startup tech companies or just startup companies to flourish. But it's going to take time. And but these families are feeling that they don't have the time, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But we're just going to have to be open and honest and carry on as best we can. So the first and foremost that we need to try to do at least is to figure out as far as opening back our economy in a way that, protect the Americans and opening up slowly. I think the state of Florida have done that pretty well in its efforts. Listen, I've done some roundtable discussions on the economy with several business owners. There's one business owner who owns 7 hotels within our district, and all 7 of these hotels are still closed. And as we know, Disney has laid off thousands of people within the past month, as not only Disney, but other theme parks and other industries that are here. And so we know that we need to get our folks back to work,
Yes.
and as well as our kids back to school, but in a safe way. And so we just all need to work together on that front in order to accomplish that.
WOKB 16